Hidden Hopi. In the sun-baked mesas of northeastern Arizona, where ancient sandstone cliffs stand sentinel over vast arid landscapes, a secret thrums beneath the Earth's surface. The Hopi, believed by the outside world to be living traditionally in their Pueblo villages, harbor a truth so extraordinary it would reshape humanity's understanding of technology, history, and their place in the cosmos. In the dawn of the 18th century, during a sacred ceremony in the village of Shangopavi on Second Mesa, a small group of Hopi elders witnessed an event that would alter the course of their people's future. A craft of unearthly design descended from the star-studded sky, its surface shimmering with an opalescent glow. From this vessel emerged beings of light, nearly impossible to observe at first. However, once the Hopi's pupils had adjusted to mere pinholes, they could make out mostly humanoid figures. Only mostly humanoid because they had 4 arms, tiny holes for nostrils, a half-size mouth, and large, round eyes with a geometric, insect-like appearance. These entities, claiming to be ancient guardians of Earth, shared with the Hopi elders the secrets of cold fusion and other advanced technologies. They told the Hopi elders that they had been chosen for several reasons. Firstly, their highly ethical culture, espousing the morals of compassion, peace, humility, respect, and universal Earth stewardship. Also, their contribution to the Pueblo Revolt of 1680, proving they would fight to protect their way of life. And finally, because of their grace and perseverance during the decades of drought and raids that followed the revolt, particularly the Hopi's ingenious method of dry farming, which allowed them to survive those years of plight. The visitors spoke of a coming age of possible turmoil on Earth and offered the Hopi a way to weather the polycrisis. To use this knowledge to create a sanctuary that would preserve their culture and potentially save humanity. The beings had observed from their cloaked base on the moon that the European nations were colonizing and beginning to industrialize, disrupting the natural order of the planet. These guardians were drawing on the history of countless ruined planets over the past millennia, when they appeared to the Hopi elders with the technologies that would allow their people and culture to live on. The elders, guided by prophecies passed down through generations, accepted this cosmic gift. Over the course of the following years, under the cover of night and protected by advanced cloaking technology, the Hopi began the monumental task of excavating a vast underground city. As the underground city took shape, more and more Hopi moved beneath the surface. Advanced terraforming techniques created vast caverns with artificial skies that mimicked the day-night cycle above. Hydroponic gardens flourished under specialized lighting, providing fresh food. Water was extracted from deep aquifers and purified using methods that seemed to defy the laws of nature. Although the term had not yet been coined by the early 19th century, manifest destiny was the proverbial writing on the wall. The United States was going to expand westward, not stopping until the land itself did. With this encroachment on the horizon, the final stage of the Great Migration came with the sealing of all entrances. Using a combination of holographic technology and physical barriers indistinguishable from the surrounding rock, the Hopi erased all traces of their underground access points. To the outside world, it appeared as if a significant portion of the Hopi population had simply vanished, fueling conspiracy theories and folklore. Generations passed, and the underground Hopi civilization flourished as the minority above continued the traditional ways, eventually succumbing to the unstoppable force of the United States. Their society below became a unique blend of traditional Hopi values and futuristic technology. Kachina ceremonies were still performed, but now holograms enhanced the spiritual experience. Children learned both ancient agricultural techniques and how to operate matter replicators. One such child was Kwahu, a 12-year-old boy with the curiosity of 10 cats. Despite the vastness of their underground home, Kwahu longed to see the world above, known to his generation only through stories and simulations. "Grandfather," Kwahu asked one day as they tended to a hydroponic cornfield. Why can't we visit the surface? Surely with our technology we could do so without being detected. Elder Taskuwu smiled gently at his grandson. Kwahu, our duty is not to just to survive, but to thrive unseen. The surface world is not ready for what we have become. But come, let me show you something that might help you understand. Taskuwu led Kwahu to a restricted area of the city, a vast chamber, housing an array of advanced monitoring equipment. Holographic displays showed real-time images of the surface world, desert landscapes, Hopi mesas, and even distant cities. We watch and we wait, Taskuwu explained. The Guardians who gifted us this technology spoke of a time when the surface world would face great challenges: climate change, resource depletion, conflict. We preserve our culture and knowledge here, not just for ourselves, but for all of humanity when the time comes. Kwahu's eyes widened as he absorbed this information. But grandfather, if we have the power to help, why don't we do so now? Taskuwu's expression turned solemn. The surface world must find its own path, little one. Interfering too soon could lead to consequences we cannot foresee. Our role is to be the seed of hope, planted deep and waiting for the right moment to sprout. As Kwahu grew older, he became more involved in the technological aspects of their society. He joined a team of engineers working on expanding the city's boundaries, using advanced boring machines that could disintegrate rock and reinforce caverns simultaneously. During one such expansion project, Kwahu's team made a startling discovery. Their sensors detected a vast, previously unknown cavern system adjacent to their city. Initial probes revealed signs of an ancient, non-human civilization. The discovery sent shockwaves through the underground Hopi society. Had the Guardians who gifted them the technology, or earlier descendants of them, once lived here? Could there be a connection between the insect-like eyes and the inhabitants of the first world? Was this the source of the ancient Hopi legends about emergence from underground worlds? A team of archaeologists and scientists began a careful exploration of the caverns. They found remnants of a highly advanced technology, some of which appeared to be powered by the same principles as their cold fusion reactors. Another team also uncovered disturbing evidence suggesting that this ancient civilization had faced a cataclysmic event, possibly of their own making. This discovery added a new dimension to the Hopi's understanding of their role. Perhaps they were not just preserving knowledge for Earth's future, but carrying the legacy of a far older and greater civilization. As the underground Hopi grappled with the implications of these findings, the surface world continued its tumultuous journey. Climate change accelerated, causing widespread droughts and storms. Political tensions rose as resources became scarce. The Hopi monitored these events with growing concern, knowing that the time for them to reemerge might be approaching. In preparation for this eventuality, the Hopi Council initiated a program to train a select group of young individuals in surface world integration. Kwahu, now in his late 20s, was chosen to be part of this group. They underwent intensive education about current surface world cultures, languages, and technologies, preparing to serve as bridges between the two worlds when the time came. However, the question of when and how to reveal themselves remained a source of intense debate within the Hopi society. Some argued for a gradual, subtle introduction of their technologies to help combat climate change and resource scarcity. Others advocated for maintaining their secrecy until a global crisis forced their hands. The debate took on new urgency when their monitoring systems detected increased surface world interest in the area around their hidden city. A combination of climate change-driven migration and new resource extraction technologies had brought unprecedented human activity to the region. One day, alarms blared through the underground city. A surface mining operation had breached the outer layers of rock dangerously close to one of their sealed entrances. the Hopi found themselves facing a decision they had hoped to postpone: reveal themselves or risk discovery. In an emergency session, the Hopi Council made a bold decision. They would initiate contact, but on their own terms. Using their advanced holographic technology, they created a series of mysterious phenomena on the surface, designed to attract global attention while protecting the exact location of their city. As the world's eyes turned to the Arizona desert, the Hopi prepared for their emergence. They crafted a careful message of peace and hope, along with a demonstration of their cold fusion technology as a gesture of goodwill. Kwahu, as part of the integration team, was chosen to be among the first to set foot on the surface in generations. As he stood at the hidden entrance, waiting for it to open for the first time in centuries, he felt the weight of his people's history and the promise of humanity's future on his shoulders. The door slid open, revealing the stark beauty of the Arizona desert bathed in dawn light. Kwahu stepped forward, squinting against the natural sunlight he had never before experienced. Behind him, his fellow Hopi emerged, each carrying the legacy of their hidden civilization and the hope for a brighter future for all of humanity. As news of the advanced Hopi civilization spread across the globe, humanity stood on the precipice of a new era. The underground Hopi, with their blend of ancient wisdom and futuristic technology, offered a new perspective on human potential and our place in the cosmos. Yet even as they stepped into the light, the Hopi knew their greatest challenges lay ahead. Integrating their society with the surface world, sharing their technology responsibly, and navigating the complex geopolitics of a world in crisis would test them in ways their years underground never had. But they faced this future with the same resilience and adaptability that had allowed them to thrive unseen for generations. As Kwahu looked out over the horizon, he felt a sense of both apprehension and hope. The journey that had begun with a secret descent into the earth had now brought them full circle, emerging once again to teach peace, humility, goodwill, and earth stewardship to the surface civilizations, most of whom were ready for the massive shift in the zeitgeist required to reverse the damage already done, both to Earth and its climate, and all the living creatures on it.